Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can do a very comprehensive analysis of stocks using the Zoonova free app, which combines AI machine learning models, GPT-4o, and a lot of other models and analysis. So I'm initially going to start in the ChatGPT window, and I've got a prompt right here. As the previous close, the price and alpha forecast for NVDA and Tesla, analyze the data output and give suggestions about how to interpret the data for making an investment in these stocks and which stock would be the better investment over the next year. I'm going to initially submit that first prompt. So I get quite a bit of information from that first prompt. The data frame that is returned right here shows exactly what I asked for, the previous close of these two stocks. And then going from 1 day out to 1 year, both price, delta price change, and alpha for each stock all the way out to 1 year. And then the probability of alpha from 1 week out to 1 year. The summary below recaps what's in that data frame and what it means as far as analyzing both NVIDIA and Tesla. You can see that right here. Goes through it and then gives a conclusion here. Now, to follow up on the initial prompt, it's easy to just use the follow-up questions that are suggested to you to complete a thorough analysis. So I'm going to click on the first one, analyze the stocks in the data table above. And now you can see an analysis of both NVIDIA here. Again, looking at that initial data frame at the top of the window, chat window. And also an analysis of Tesla from that initial data frame. And a conclusion. Now we can take it a step further, go to the next prompt, and say analyze the stocks in the AI indicators price and alpha grid below. We give a AI price grid and alpha grid, which has about over 200 outputs. We're analyzing all those outputs in the grid. So instead of having to scroll through the grid and look at all the outputs, GPT-4o is doing it for us. And here we go. So now we can see the analysis of NVIDIA first, looking at sentiment and price, probability of alpha, technical indicators. We actually use a clustering model to look at pattern recognition of all different technical indicators And right now, the most important ones have been picked out in terms of whether the pattern is high, medium, or low for that particular indicator, model accuracy, if there are any candlestick patterns detected, positive outputs, negative outputs, and then summary, and then moving on to Tesla and looking at those same outputs. Getting a summary and then an overall summary for NVIDIA and Tesla. Now we can take it to the next follow-up question, which is going to look at analyzing the stocks using the tear sheets that we create, which is looking at more mainstream outputs such as performance, risk, fundamentals, and financial for each one of these stocks. Takes a little bit of time because there's a lot of information that's being looked at. And there we go. So now we have a performance analysis of NVIDIA. A lot of different ratios, statistical outputs, such as ratios, volatility, best and worst performance, average up, down month, tracking error, drawdowns. Also for Tesla, risk analysis, for both stocks, key stats, getting at more of the fundamentals, and a conclusion. Best overall stock rating right now is NVIDIA. Now we go up to the next prompt, and this prompt will combine both the AI machine learning outputs with the performance and fundamental and financial outputs to give an overall analysis. And that's follow-up question 4. And as you can see, there are other follow-up questions that you can use, or you can use your own prompts if you want to put those in. So here's the overall financial analysis of NVIDIA and Tesla, combining both AI machine learning outputs with mainstream statistical risk performance outputs. Giving an overall summary and final recommendation for NVIDIA and Tesla. Now, when you are in the window for GPT-4o, there are a lot of other things you can do here too, especially with charts, since we use vision. So for instance, if you wanted to see the awesome oscillator for NVIDIA chart, it's right here. And if you wanted to be explained to you what it is and what it means, since we're using GPT-4o Vision, you simply just export it and you get an assessment of the chart and what it means, in this case for NVIDIA. In this case, it's talking about strong bullish momentum. Same thing for Tesla. Tesla, I'll choose momentum. have it explain the momentum chart to me. There it is. In this case, it shows a significant shift from a bearish to a strongly bullish market. So the nice thing with this is you really don't have to know how to read a chart. In Zoonova's case, what it does is using a clustering model, it can actually analyze the chart for you along with GPT-4o, give you a ranking of how strong the pattern is, whether it's high, medium, or low. And then GPT can follow up and also assess what the chart means, whether it's neutral, bearish, or bullish. So this is just a sampling of what you can do in the free Zoonova app. Of course, there's much, much more that you can do besides just what's in this video. And any questions, please let us know. And you can download the free Zoonova app from Google or Apple app stores and enjoy it. Thank you.